You actually decide what you're going to eat, although we give you choices. So you pick your meals. We don't tell you. You pick.
But we pick our meals from the set menu.
You choose from a specific menu.
Okay.
But for instance, you think pineapple's too acidic to have the first couple of days.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it's basically based on experience. I mean, what I found was that it's too acidic for most people. So we stopped offering it. What happened was, I started out without a specific plan 21 and a half years ago, and sort of noticed that certain ways of doing it seemed to work better than others. And that's what it's based on now. It's simply what seems to work best. So the philosophy is very simple. While you may very well be ready to eat on Sunday, your body probably doesn't really want to. It actually wants to keep cleansing and healing. And so unless you actually use up all of your reserves, the body doesn't really want to eat. So rather than have you sit down to a normal meal, we give you a tiny amount, multiple times. We're trying to gently jumpstart your appestat. We're trying to create an appetite. And it's common for people to say, even on the third or fourth day, I don't feel hungry. Do I have to eat? So it's going to take a little while to create that appetite. So the way we do it is intended to have that effect. It's also intended to do something else. I've noticed over the years, and this, there are people who say this is nonsense, that there's no such thing as metabolic elasticity, my word for it, my term. But so some people, if you give them more food than they need, will gain weight. And other people, they'll simply, their body will speed up metabolism to be able to process whatever's there. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to raise the metabolism beyond where it needs to be, because that's making you less efficient, okay? Which means that you age and die faster. So what we're trying to do is keep it slow as possible. Not as slow as possible, but to a healthy level. And so if you sat down with much more food, what would happen for some of you is your body would speed up metabolism again to process that food. But now you'd actually need that. So we don't want to do that. So we do it this way, where you start off with tiny amounts, and it gets a little bit bigger each day. And most people find that, sometimes there's a couple days where they wish they had more. Most people find that they're perfectly fine throughout the process, feel good, it feels like it's enough. How have you felt?
Really good.
Yeah, it's not much that she's eating. It's getting there. This is day 4.
Day 5, and
Day 5.
had lettuce, which really helped fill me up. I still feel satisfied.
So, Star is still eating around 600 or 700 calories a day, and that's it. And yet most people feel perfectly fine with that. So that's the objective. The objective is to not push the metabolism any faster, to actually create real appetite over time, not force the body to process too much. And it works really well for almost everybody. How are you feeling, Guillermo?
Actually, I feel that I ate too much.
Too much? Yeah. Well,
I thought to remove one meal.
Yeah.
3 meals. 4
yeah.
meals.
Well, as I told you yesterday, you can do it
Yeah.
if you want to.
I think I will do it today.
So this is his last day. So at the end, he's eating a fair amount. But it starts off very small, but it actually grows pretty quickly. You'll start off with 1 ounce 5 times, and then the next day you'll have 2, twice as much. Then you'll have 4, then 8, and then it goes up a little more slowly, but it goes up pretty quickly. So, and the why, the what we're offering those things that are easiest for most people to digest. Again, we want your body to be doing the least amount of work possible. Whole foods, though. I mean, we're not doing any juices. There are some places that believe in that. Most of you know I don't believe that juices are optimal, so we don't use them, and we never have. And we get great results. But fresh coconut water, papaya, watermelon are the three choices the first 2 days. Then we start to add other things in each day. So these are all things that are really easy for your body to digest. Doesn't take much energy. They're very high in water content. Seems to work really well for the majority of people.
Is it true that after the first week your digestive tract goes to sleep? So actually what you're doing is waking it up again?
Well, I don't think it's true that your digestive tract goes to sleep. Many of you have your digestive tract active throughout the process, doing something, cleansing, healing, trying to get rid of stuff, trying to break stuff down. I don't think it's sleeping. It's not completely dormant, but because you haven't had to process food, we want to start you very gently. So in that sense, yeah, we're kind of trying to slowly wake it up. But it works well. Don't worry. Don't be concerned. As I mentioned to Lee the other day, sometimes people say, well, that's not going to be enough, then they can't finish. Sounds crazy. Even the first day, some people feel like it's a lot. And it's not. It's a tiny amount. But your body doesn't really want food that first day, for most people. You're welcome. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're interested in more information about fasting in general, we've got a playlist there. If you're interested in fasting for specific conditions, you can check out that list. If you want to hear what people's experience was in their own words, we've got a group there, and then we've got another one which is all about optimal diet, how to maximize your health.